That was quite an
Bedtime.
adventure. So what happened after all of that? It kind of sounds to me like you guys kind of, formed a little bit of a friendship there. And also, you can make canon what was going on with Danny and Rochelle while you
I
guys were
swear,
gone.
if those two,
We
if this was
walk
a
in.
ploy, if this was a ploy to get themselves some time alone, they're out. Kick them out. We'll form our own club.
They're
Don't need
having
them.
like the 12, 13-year-old version of like a spaghetti dinner, using my fairy lights for romantic lighting.
They're doing it in the most awkward way possible because she's narrating it and he's like analyzing it the whole time.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I'll say as you guys finally get to the clubhouse and like peek inside, it's probably even more weird than you guys think because I don't think they know how to like turn off their personas, and so I think like they're both yeah, I think they're both like half trying to flirt, half trying to like talk about different cases, and like she's narrating everything in the third person and he's kind of like saying aloud all of his analysis of her to each other.
Sherlock Holmes flirting with the
Yes.
noir detective. That's
Yes.
No.
That's exactly what it is. Super cringe. So you guys kind of see that. So that is what happened. I will say that wasn't the intention. So when you guys like ask, like, well, did you guys just do this for that? They're like, what? No, that'd be ridiculous. So no, that wasn't the intention. But they did spend all night together, waiting for y'all to get back. So what's going on with Charlie, Daniel, Layla, Ness, Ollie, and Richie? You guys have a whole nother year until the next Halloween, but you have two clubs still, the Murder Club and the Mystery Club. Will anything change with your friendships or slash frenemy ships, or the Mystery Club or the Murder Club? Let's start
Alright.
with well, let's start at the bottom with Richie.
I think, if anything, Ruji has definitely decided to stay with the Murder Club through the year. If a little bit more, still keeping in that kind of friendly rivalry and back and forth that he has with Layla, but at least a little more receptive to her ideas.
Right. Okay.
Has not fully convinced him on like the cryptozoology or anything like that, but he's like, you know what, I could have actually almost been grabbed by probably something that might have been a ghost that night. I'm at least willing to hear you out.
Makes sense. What about Ollie?
I suppose Ollie would be a little bit more open to letting Mystery Club members just go into wherever our hideout's gonna be now to play whatever he's got on the Genesis. And I have a feeling him and Layla all year round are gonna debate of whether or not all that candy they've been eating is going to have any actual effects.
Mm-hmm. Do you think any of the adults find out who the werewolf was that night?
No. And I think that there'll be a little bit of a town legend. And there's gonna be some kids saying, "Oh my god, is that an actual werewolf?" And then things just get crazy from there. Ollie, honestly, Ollie is somewhat proud of how well he scared that one woman when he get to the mirror, the window.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say all year long, once in a while, you guys will get a kid who will be like, I have a mystery for you guys. We'll come to the mystery club, and they'll be like, I was there that night when the werewolf was free. And they'll want you to open up a case to find the werewolf. And you guys kind of constantly have to be like, oh yeah, well, yeah, it's on the docket.
Ollie would probably dust off the werewolf costume and just do a cheap jump scare to whoever tries to figure out that case.
The legend of the werewolf is now a urban legend in the neighborhood. Gotta love it. What about Ness?
She definitely got grounded because she wasn't home by midnight. I think she probably, like, leaves the door open a little bit. Like, when they have ghost hunts, she's like, hey, Murder Club, did you want to, like, meet another ghost? Kind of thing. But she's not, like, we're not opening the club to new members either.
Nice.
Kind of like, you guys can come with us if you want.
And Layla?
Yeah, I think Layla is still very much into cryptozoology, but now spends a lot of time in paranormal investigation. And probably drags specifically Ness and Richie along a lot, but would let anyone come as long as they bring her candy.
Wonderful.
Specifically witch candy.
Daniel.
Two things. So first off, Daniel just really dives into like writing down all the supernatural or weird stuff we come across. And he's more open to the murder crew than he was before. So if they need some assistance from our records, they can come in. We might have something to help them out with. But also, he's just... He doesn't, like, let Daniel make any more deals without, like, administrator approval. Like, he's not allowed
Donny.
to create a contract without administrator approval.
Yeah, Donny might be
Gotcha.
fired. Or at
Yeah.
least demoted.
He
Like,
is
I'm feeling
under...
like he's demoted.
This man's not allowed to make
Performance improvement plan.
a deal. Mysteries have to be run through the administration wing and the chief investigator before you can be signed off.
Okay. We'll say Donnie's on probation from his own club. And probably he would answer to, like, Ness.
That's fair. She's a just ruler.
Indeed.
There might be a new club president next year.
Don't want that much responsibility.
And finally, Charlie.
Yeah, Contrary to what the Mystery Club is doing, where they're kind of like, we'll look into the werewolf and stuff. Charlie is actively, like, bigging up the legend of the werewolf. And is, like putting out, like flyers and stuff, and, you know, like, and saying, and, like, be like, maybe he'll make an appearance next Halloween.
Is this to drum up business? Or
Yeah, partially. Also because, I don't know, it's funny.
If anything, we're getting the business out of that deal.
yeah.
Are you really? If the flyers say come visit the murder club and we'll solve it, are you really?
Yeah, people know who to talk to about supernatural stuff around here.
That's
We
true.
we have pamphlets now.
Well, that brings us to our last section, which is, do you feel, particularly the murder club, do you feel like you finally solved the case? When you bring it back to Rochelle to plead everything, do you feel like she finally feels like she's satisfied and that this case is closed?
Yeah, I'd say she would be the one that would appoint this ghostly face to the one of the suspect photos and consider the case closed.
Okay.
We have photographic evidence, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
This is more than enough.
Okay. And for the Mystery Club, you weren't even supposed to be on this case. However, it was a once again another mystery that you helped solve. And so I'm sure Daniel had to open up a case and then close the case if you decided to close it. But did you also feel like this was satisfactory?
Layla will forever be disappointed that she did not get the ghost to tell her why. But she also understands that were it not for Ollie's intervention, she probably would have been in that hallway forever. So, fair trade.
Yeah. Miss Carrigan becomes more and more interesting every Halloween. And this year in particular, there's something real, a little beyond just being a fun witch that makes really good candy. There's something odd about her and her family and that house. What do you guys talk about or spread rumors, or do you just keep it completely quiet about some of the thoughts and ideas you have about Miss Carrigan?
Layla is still partially convinced that she will eventually become Mrs. Carrigan's familiar, so she wants to stay on her.
That seems.
I mean,
much
Ollie would probably be in
more
complete
likely.
denial about the extent of the witchhood still. Like, he would probably figure out, like, saying, okay, this woman is not a witch, but she is a practical effect genius, and just need to figure out how she pulled the hallway at the... And all my friends would stop being worried. So I need to convince him that so I can get more of the candy without, getting my ear ragged on about becoming a real werewolf or whatever. It's not gonna happen, please. The body hair is just puberty.
I've learned too much again.
Dude, you walked up to me in a really bad time. You're the creep here.
You're the one taking your shirt off. Get out of our clubhouse.
There's a shower in here.
That's just the lead.
I don't know why.
You have a squirrel right next to you.
Oh, God.
And what about Charlie and Richie and Ness? Do you guys keep your theories to yourself?
I think so, yeah.
Very convinced she's a witch and that they're so probably have like 12 different protection spells against this woman at this point. Like, she's contributing to the community, so also I'm not gonna out her to like anybody.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, it sounds like the Mystery Club has a newfound respect and competitive friendship with the aforementioned Murder Club. I will say that Donny and Rochelle have put away their differences and, they're spending a lot more time together as well. And it'll be interesting to see how this relationship changes as you guys go through another year. And you're so close to going to high school, which is going to be a huge change. So thank you all for playing. I hope you enjoyed this crazy game you all played. You could have gone to any of the 3 locations, and it would have been very fascinating. But I think the going to Miss Carrigan really, I think, was a fun way to bring her back. So thank you for playing, and that's it for our epilogue. See you guys next time.
Hey, see ya.
Yep.
Thanks for the
Later.
game.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you all for listening to the Agent Journey podcast. We hope you are enjoying the campaign. Don't forget, you can listen to our podcast on our podcast website, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. Lists will be in the description below. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. You can support the podcast on Patreon or join our Discord. Enjoy the journey.